LinkedIn CEO Ryan Roslansky. First time getting to talk to you as you're leading LinkedIn, though it's been about a year. And my goodness, a business that reflects the year plus that we've been through. If I'm not mistaken, about a year ago, you were doing layoffs, but now this growth. Tell me how you have navigated it and how LinkedIn members and businesses have navigated it with you.
Hey, John, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me. And yeah, if I were to go a year back, I don't think I expected my first year as a CEO to be me in my bedroom navigating the company with my 3 kids doing schoolwork online around the house. It was difficult. And, but the year was difficult for everyone, everywhere. You don't get to be a CEO only when the sun is shining. You can't be a leader only when things are good. And I'm very grateful for how LinkedIn and our entire company came together over the past year. We helped, nearly 6,000 people find a new job every hour. Over the past year, we retrained over 42 million people globally for the skills that they need to navigate the pandemic. And like you said, it's ended up in us, creating so much value that we brought $10 billion of value back to the company for the first time in the company's history.
Now, you are part of Microsoft, and right now, after the overall company has reported revenue, a lot of people, a lot of investors are thinking, okay, where does the growth come from here? At $10 billion, to my eye, in annual revenue, that makes you bigger than Twitter, bigger than Snap. And we talk about the social landscape, and I know you're a professional network. What is really driving growth and engagement right now on LinkedIn? How much of it is video? Live video, how much of it is the subscription business itself and the value you can show there?
Well, it's across all of our businesses, but truly what's happening in the world, and you've been talking to a lot of people about it, and by purview of the network that we run, Professional Social Network, we see so much of this. There is a great talent reshuffle unfolding right now in the world. Every CEO, every executive team at every company right now is trying to figure out what their company looks like moving forward. Is it remote? Is it hybrid? And what they're actually doing is rethinking their culture and rethinking their values of how their company works. On the other hand, you have every employee in the world that's been, working remotely over the past year, trying to figure out not only how or where they work moving forward, but why they want to work moving forward. They're rethinking their values as well. And this is creating a large idea of a talent reshuffle. We call it the Great Reshuffle. And I think it's a really good thing. I think over the next 18 months or so, it's going to be uncertain. It's going to be messy. But over time, you're going to see companies and employees really coming together in places where their values align. And that's going to be much better off for the future of work. And for LinkedIn, we sit in the middle of all of this. We sit in the middle of companies trying to navigate what the future of their company looks like. We sit in the middle of employees trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives moving forward, what skills they need to learn, what jobs they want to have, what connections they want to make, what businesses they want to start. So we're seeing continued growth and engagement in the product because more than ever before, professionals are coming together to try and navigate a very uncertain future. And like I said in the beginning, I'm very proud of our company that we can sit in the middle of this and help the world navigate it. It's also a big responsibility for us.
Now talk to us about the product itself. I mean, you became CEO after being SVP of product and user experience. There are complaints still about some spammy stuff that can go on LinkedIn. Also, you've got challengers in the professional networking space, maybe particularly for blue-collar workers. You're focused more, I think, on the office worker, knowledge worker category. How much is your platform going to shift or expand or tweak things? How much do you think you're looking at or open to expanding the sorts of workers and employers you serve?
Yeah, so it turns out that's already happening. There are north of 774 million members right now on LinkedIn. We're growing at roughly 3 members per second. And actually, 125 million of those members are first-line workers. And that number is actually growing pretty quickly. 35% of new signups are coming from the first-line category. We're seeing twice the engagement in first-line workers than we're seeing with knowledge workers. So the platform is starting to expand. Our vision as a company is to create economic opportunity for every member of the global workforce. And while we've always kind of focused on that every member, over the past year, we've just seen an acceleration in first-line workers coming to the platform, finding jobs, learning skills, upskilling, making connections, and figuring out a way to navigate the pandemic.
Are there challenges being a global company in this environment, particularly when it comes to China. For a long time, it seemed like you guys were positioned in a way because of your professional focus that wasn't going to bring up friction issues. But when it comes to where data lives, who has access to data about people's movements, locations, the content they're posting, I imagine this particularly might be an issue for you where China is concerned even now. Is it?
I'll tell you what, running a global company is definitely difficult. And something I've learned over the past year is just the number of constituents that you need to manage as a CEO. And more, governments are becoming an important constituent to keep in mind, whether it's how we navigate working to create economic opportunity in China. Last week, I had the opportunity to sit down with Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, who's trying to figure out how to create more of a tech boom inside of Spain. And that really is a human capital challenge. How do they bring companies to Spain? How do they retrain workers inside of Spain for more technological advancement? 2 weeks ago, I had the opportunity to sit down with Secretary John Kerry, who's now the special envoy for President Biden on climate. Fundamentally, a climate, greener economy is another human capital challenge, ensuring that the world understands the skills that are needed for a greener economy, the opportunities that exist. How do we get people into the right jobs? How do we help companies understand the commitments they need to make? So, every day I feel like, we're working in some way, shape, or form with governments, who all share a common goal of broaden prosperity and are grateful that they're coming to LinkedIn to help them do that.
Well, congratulations on the milestone, $10 billion fiscal contribution in revenue from LinkedIn to Microsoft. And great to have you on Tech Check. Ryan Roslansky.